Will Reichert has it all teed up. And we're off from Levi Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 1st down, they'll run. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Let's go now.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's a 49er 1st down.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They send the tight end in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Go.
Ritter looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That goes as a punt of 43 yards. And it'll be Jets football. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the 1st time. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming and pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
throwing on 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's go.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Go, Lee. Go.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Now it'll be a punt on 4th down with Logan Cook out to boot it. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. It'll go down as a 37-yard punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. They're set up at the 35 now.
Stephanie. Come 19. Come 19.
Ritter. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Big alert. Big alert. Tight. 19 tight.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Man in motion here.
7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 14. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Go!
Running back sent in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. They'll run here on 1st down. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Lion. Go.
They go play action here. The Jets get there and bring him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
On the jump.
And the Jets in the dime for this third down.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Warriors 70. Ready.
Here's Ritter. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for the back that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
And the 49ers in a dime set now. 3rd down coming. Man in motion headed right. To the air. 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Tight end going in motion here. On the counter, Hall. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Here's Hall once more. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down by Fred Warner. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Will Reichert now to try the field goal. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Smith able to put it through. And they come away with some points on that series.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
From his own end zone, here we go. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set.
Running this one left. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Now it's Sauce Gardner dropping him there. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On the run right, throwing deep down the side. It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Deonte Banks. And the Jets get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
They start the drive with Hall. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. From the 48. Connects with Wiley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 13. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Try to run for it with Hall. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They've got 1st down from the 31. They go right back to Hall. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by Fred Warner. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
They'll run here. It's Hall. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Jets with a chance to boost their lead. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, second and goal. Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. Quick throw left side, complete. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
Okay, ready?
Buckle up, it's third and goal.
Let's go.
Complete on the option. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Riggs.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Ready. Mustang 19. Ready, ready.
Now Ritter. Finds a man, right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock.
Ready, set.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 Lion. Ready.
Ritter setting up to throw. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. trying something here. They fake the spike. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Will Lutz on to attempt the field goal. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From the 36. Short pass brought in. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third and just 2 to go. Dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Coming right is Hall. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Pass is caught by Addison. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Putting the tight end in motion. from midfield now. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Hall running between the tackles. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Wow, wide open here. Complete. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, yeah. But whatever.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Trap 60, 70 Ranger.
Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you totally flip the field and the tone of this drive.
This is ahead for about 5. DJ Reed brings him down that time. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Panther 11.
From the 31. Escapes the pocket. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's go now.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Bobcat. 18, Pioneer. Ready, right?
Ritter. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing here, Ritter. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
Bertolet able to knock it through. And the gap closes to 14 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Hall. He's got room to roam here. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. Only one quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on first. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. He's dropping back to throw. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's a throw. And the 49ers get there and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. So for the third time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Ready? Hurt!
Ritter looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10 now. He's on the move. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a 49er first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. They've got a man in motion.
19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
Ready up.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Let's go.
Ritter to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ready.
2nd and 15. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
The Jets take their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Ready.
3rd down, Jets are in a dime set, 6 defensive backs out there.
70. Go.
Here's Ritter. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Go. Mustang 19. Check Bobcat, check Bobcat.
Throwing from the gun here. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Hall gets it again on 2nd down. And he drives it up past the 45. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Hall takes it straight ahead. Crosses the 35, still got more room. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They've got first down from the 31. They'll throw it. Connects with Wiley. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Jets nearing their 9th win of the season. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right side with Hall. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and then move the sticks.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hall once more. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.